Welcome, seekers of forgotten truth, to the Forgotten Compendium, where ancient wisdom, mythic memory, and cosmic mystery converge in luminous harmony. Today, we unravel the enigma of Apollo, the radiant god who shaped not only temples and prophecies, but the very architecture of mind and spirit. Apollo is the eternal axis between reason and intuition, sound and silence, oracle and vision, a beacon of divine paradox. He is the god of light, yet his arrows bring plague. He is the patron of music, yet his justice is unforgiving. This is no mere myth. It is an invitation to awaken the inner sun hidden within us all, and to explore the delicate balance of light and shadow that defines our very existence. On the drifting isle of Delos, rocked by sea songs and owl-watching winds, the titaness Leto gave birth to twins, Artemis, moonborn and silent, and Apollo, blazing into the world like a star igniting the heavens. Leto, pregnant with Zeus's children, was cursed by the jealous Hera to wander the earth, denied sanctuary by every land that feared divine retribution. Exhausted and near despair, she found refuge on Delos, a barren floating island untouched by Hera's decree. There, beneath a sacred palm tree, and after 9 days of labor, she delivered Apollo, aided by Themis and Eileithyia. With his first cry, Delos was anchored to the earth. Its rocky shores bloomed with golden flowers, and the sky shimmered with divine light. Apollo's birth was not just a moment. It was the dawn of a new cosmic order. His light was not merely solar, but the radiance of clarity, awakening reason, banishing illusion. He emerged as a divine scribe, etching truth into the book of the cosmos. Apollo held not just a lyre, but the frequency of the cosmos itself. In Greek cosmology, music was sacred mathematics, a bridge between mortals and gods. The lyre was no simple instrument, it was a tuning fork for the heavens. As the leader of the muses, Apollo orchestrated the universe. His lyre, crafted by Hermes from a tortoise shell, became a symbol of perfect harmony. In one myth, he defeats the satyr Marsyas in a musical contest and flays him for his arrogance, a brutal reminder that divine order tolerates no discord. Yet, his melodies soothed the gods, accompanying the muses' dances at Olympus. In ancient thought, harmonia was law, a divine balance binding stars, souls, and syllables. Apollo's hymns, called paeans, weren't just songs. They were sonic invocations of healing, structure, and sacred resonance. His music echoed through the temples of Delphi, aligning priestesses, pilgrims, and planets alike. On the mist-shrouded slopes of Mount Parnassus stood the temple of Apollo, incense-laced, sunlit, and home to the Pythia, the Oracle of Delphi. There, a mortal woman became a mouthpiece for the divine. Delphi was the spiritual axis of ancient Greece, known as the Omphalos, the world's navel, where earth and cosmos kissed. Pilgrims traveled for weeks to consult the Pythia. Seated above a sacred chasm, she inhaled vapors and entered trance, speaking riddles laced with divine irony. The temple's inscriptions warned, "Know thyself, nothing in excess." These weren't slogans, they were spiritual guardrails. When King Croesus asked if he should go to war with Persia, the oracle told him a great empire would fall. He assumed it was Persia's, it was his own. Apollo's truth didn't shout, it shimmered, it teased, and above all it demanded wisdom in interpretation, for truth without humility becomes blindness. Apollo's light was not always gentle. To claim Delphi, he slew Python, the earth serpent guardian of the spring. In doing so, he overthrew the chthonic powers of the earth and installed a new order of celestial insight. He was both purifier and punisher. As father to Asclepius, god of medicine, he healed body and spirit. But he also unleashed plagues upon the Greeks during the Trojan War for their arrogance. His lyre brought harmony, yet his bow brought silence. His beauty masked vengeance. When Niobe mocked Leto, Apollo and Artemis killed all her children, leaving her frozen in eternal grief, a monument to divine wrath. Apollo's myths teach that unchecked brilliance becomes tyranny, and light without shadow breeds imbalance. To follow him is to walk a razor's edge between clarity and cruelty, healing and harm. Apollo was never just a god. He was a metaphor for the illuminated mind. His temples were schools of geometry, astronomy, and philosophical inquiry. Through them, math became music, and harmony became justice. In Plato's academy, Apollo lived on as the ideal of the good, the true, and the beautiful. His light guided both soul and society. His name echoed in the Apollo missions of NASA, a modern quest to bring humanity closer to the heavens. He still lives in the brushstrokes of artists, the stanzas of poets, and the silence before insight. Apollo is the inner flame that yearns for clarity. He is reason dancing with mystery, an archetype that asks us to choose balance over chaos, truth over ignorance, and meaning over illusion. He doesn't dwell on Olympus. He lives within the mind that chooses to see and to understand. So what does Apollo teach us? That truth is a song, not a scream. That light is a guide, not a conquest. That wisdom is clarity tempered by humility. Creation born from destruction. At the forgotten compendium, we honor the golden thread, the eternal echo of Apollo's voice through forgotten temples and luminous myths. These are not dusty stories. They are living invitations to awaken the inner sun, to align your soul with the cosmos, and to walk the path where harmony meets truth.